Beautiful, beautiful morning. It is presently 7:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Faith and Flow, a mentally elevated morning experience, episode 47. I am Empress Black here on the Empress Black Network and the social media platforms in which we've decided to go live on, Facebook at Empress Black, Twitter at All Love 444, YouTube Experience Black LLC, and YouTube Pretty Profitable Grooming. You can also find the replay, of course, on the Empress Black Network at empressblack.com in our members area. A smooth little TV, setting option to view our collection, our videos, and so forth. Um, the ones that are not available to the public as well can be accessed there. And our sister site, Experience Black International at marissablack.com. That is where you can find a few collections and, you know, great collections, a library of archives of, recently, you know, released content as well as some new stuff that is on the books on the schedule. So I want to start by I have a couple announcements. We're gonna get into the energy reading in a minute, but I'm on my Facebook page right now, Empress Black, and I wanted to say shout out to Mr. Mike Rashid. So when it comes to these moon cycles, right, and the full moon, we had the Virgo full moon yesterday, the day before yesterday, depending on where you are in the world, and I always have like a different sleep pattern when that's occurring during the moon cycles. And this full moon, it was just like I woke up last night and I was drawn to this video. And I was so grateful how eloquently, how simple Mr. Mike Rashid, the good brother, broke down, Jesus, being an outlaw. So I shared that here on my Empress Black page. If you missed it, go check it out. Or you can also go to the Good Brothers page on Instagram and follow him because he has a great amount of high level, dialogue, um, content, and so forth. He's a trainer amongst, it seems like, many other things like bodybuilding wise. So, health health and wealth for sure. A great teacher. So with this being Tuesdays, we know Tuesdays is being transformational, transforming our mind, body, and soul if needed. And we're talking about inner transformations, starting from the inside and having the results be reflected on the outside. All right, so shout out to Mr. Mike Rashid. Also, last night, it's really good to be mindful of what you feed your mind before you rest, before you lay down to go get sleep. So, because I was listening to Shabazz the OG, he had a live discussion last night with three other brothers. A couple of them were just meeting for the first time on that live. I appreciated the authenticity and the organic, you know, experience, as an observer. So, with that, the conversation, the dialogue in which they had, each brother had some really great points, perspectives as, people who have found success in different walks of life, coming from the hood, the inner cities, um, and being inspired to make a difference, you know, individually as a person, as a man, then as a father for husbands in the cases in which they were married, and, you know, significant others in relationship commitments, in their communities, in whatever they're coaching, whether it's sports or um, just mindset coaching, you know, as educators, just whatever. It was a really dope conversation, and I was grateful that, I caught it because I almost missed it. And that actually, also the full moon just be popping stuff in my brain and my heart. So in my meditation this morning, I thought about our good friend Zobraldo, the king indeed. He's actually done a couple of interviews or discussions with a gentleman from, I think it's Queens, New York. I would pause because I want to make sure I'm saying the right city, but I believe Queens, New York. Um, they have a organization here called Faith, Fathers Alive in the Hood, and that came to me very strong this morning in my meditation. So with that, I noticed that today, March 7th, 2023, they're actually having a Queensbridge brand new coat distribution drive, hosted by Burlington Coat Factory. So that is from 3 o'clock to 5 p.m., 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Location Urban Upbound, 1038 41st Avenue, Long Island, Citywide, New York, 11101. All right. So, we got some good friends, in New York, all over, in all the boroughs and so forth. So if you know someone that knows someone that could benefit from this information, make sure you pass it along. The flyer is on Facebook at Empress Black. Follow that page. And when I come across stuff like this, for sure, I will most definitely be sharing it. Okay? All right. Now, this morning, I was also thinking about Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, and me being introduced to him and that book, from Oprah, you know, Miss Oprah Winfrey, and being grateful for that because the title came to me also of Faith and Flow when I was meditating, being that Fathers Alive in the Hood. I knew I wanted to speak about that. And, organizations such as Faith that are in the cities that are doing the work and could use, I'm sure, the support. And, it's time to start making all that make sense. People with a lot of time on your hand, busy doing nothing. We most definitely have, great people who could use some assistance, and pushing forward and moving forward in their campaigns and, contributing to making a difference and, you know, helping people, saving these babies, these children, these innocent, you know, little offsprings that didn't ask to be here, you know, that may find themselves in some very unfortunate situations because they had irresponsible parents who weren't ready to be parents, making decisions, grown people decisions that produced them. That's a real thing worldwide. So we're here. So here, with the mentally elevated morning experience, Faith and Flow, episode 47, we're going to talk about that. You know, we're going to get a good closing message from our African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. But we're going to see what this Osho Zan Tarot got for us first, to support us in being more powerful, standing strong in our power, managing and handling and respecting that power, responsibly, not abusing it. And that's for a man, a woman, whoever, because women know their power and sometimes they abuse it too, and men, do that in different ways. It just looks different. So I'm here, as a grown ass woman who aspires to one day, bring beautiful offspring into this world and see where we have great room to, do better by knowing better, by being better and having better. so that, us as women and men, mothers and fathers with children, can just, take that responsibility as serious as it needs to be taken. Okay? Respectfully and responsibly. And like I tell my loved ones, if you can't do it, you shouldn't be having sex. Number 6, the dream. 7, projections. Look at that. We got transformation in the center, front stage. Receptivity. That's that Queen of Cups energy for sure. Pisces season in the building. We got a lot of blue here. This is most definitely, I'm hearing throat chakra healing, communication. We have 9, exhaustion. That looks like it might be the 9 of either the 9 of wands or the 9 of swords. I can't think of which one, but either one. Some of that tapped out, burnt out energy right there. We have laziness, another 9. I believe that's the 9 of cups. We have 11, inner voice. This is high priestess. Adventure. Innocence. And postponement. On the bottom of the deck, we have Thunderbolt. Okay, so this is a tower. This is a complete uprooting and just dramatic change, drastic change. 1 minute it's this way, the next minute is hold up. Yeah, this is a tower. But because of all of the, surrounding crowning energy, I feel like it is a good tower. Um, I say good because it looks as though it's going to be healing, restorative, transformative, um, dreams manifesting, hard work paying off, opportunities to experience life more comfortably, more relaxed, more present. I keep hearing hard work paying off with this exhaustion and this laziness. So, yeah, much needed vacation, time to just be lazy, do nothing, reflect back on, the hard work. Looks like physical and mental hard work here, and being grateful for staying present, staying in your knowing, trusting yourself that the work in which you were doing was greater than you. And because you've done the work and you've helped many people and you're continuing to help many people, you deserve to be lazy when you want to be. I'm getting hard work is in your DNA. So, your lazy period is more of recharging, replenishing, taking time to go within, think about, how much you've evolved and grown, and, you know, how you potentially want to share that with someone, and discovering what that looks like. Potentially seeking higher guidance in making that decision. Healing, nurturing, self loving, becoming that which you want, mind, body, and soul. If you want someone who is mentally elevated and mature in their thought process and focused and, you know, productive and also balanced, nurturing to themselves so that they're able to nurture anything that they put their hands on, whether that is, you know, loved ones, businesses, anything that they decide to create, you know, creating it from a place of love instead of a place of ego, and which one would be edging God out. We got that from the late great Wayne Dyer, who we absolutely love. That reminds us of this energy. That's also Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi. So wherever there appear to be delays, those delays were designed from the universe, from the creator, from the most high, that which you come from, that which gives you your dreams. One wants to be prepared for anything that they are working on, working towards obtaining, so that they'll be able to maintain it when they get it. That's a job opportunity, a career, you know, traveling the world, um, starting a family, getting married, making grand purchases that come with responsibility, whether that is, you know, that dream automobile or that dream home. Both of those, the last I checked, come with plenty of expenses. So after you acquire that, being able to maintain those things are very important. So being prepared for that which what you're asking for and wanting and trying to manifest and putting on your vision and dream board. How are you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually connected to those things, those opportunities? Because that's going to determine the commitment. That's going to determine if that's a dream of yours or something that you was brainwashed or, convinced by somebody somewhere that that's what you should be doing. There's a difference. So the delays, or what may have seemed like delays, the postponement was your blessings in disguise, your preparation, period. Because when you come together with someone, you know, that you say that you want to marry, you know, or you want to spend your life with or commit to, um, you want to do your best. I noticed 7-Eleven here too. 24 hours, 7-Eleven. Yeah. You want to do your best to make sure that connection is authentic, that you can be your true self, you know, your most divine, righteous self is important. Otherwise, it's temporary, it won't last. And we all know that that's where towers come in. You know, anything that is built on an unstable, unhealthy, or toxic foundation, something that was manipulated and so forth, that was never genuine, that was never in alignment with the truth, really going to place. While the screen went out, my signal is coming back in 22:22 on the timer too. Um, I thought about, first of all, when we used our Egyptian tarot deck on Sunday for the energy forecast, the world was here with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So this, for layman terms, power couple energy, relationship goals having energy, divinity at its finest because of their core, their intuitive, instinctive nature, their healing abilities, the wisdom wrapped with a childlike innocence. But the end of, you know, an old world, and here comes the new world, the new earth. You know, it's been here. It's been here, but, you know, some of us are more aware of that than others. And those of us who are aware, I feel like our responsibility is to walk our talk here with adventure and be the examples for real to guide those that most definitely need it, without a shadow of a doubt. Because the reality is, the tower, thunderbolt energy that we have here is drastic changes. And that could be in careers, you know, that could be in family structures where, you know, you could have had someone with two incomes coming into a household, and drastic things change every day. And if most Americans or most people are living paycheck to paycheck, you know, despite what hyped up, glorified, you know, image they put out to the world via social media, in the instances in which that is the reality. I know it's not everybody's, but in the instances in which it is, this is the type of energy changes that, you know, people are going to need support, you know, especially families with children with a great deal of financial responsibilities and obligations. And one thing I know in America, the money that is being spent, the billions of dollars over to them wars over there, can most definitely be used here to feed some children so that they can think better, grow better, do better, be better, and have better, especially the ones in the hood. We did have pride come up in our feminine energy yesterday as far as our soul's journey lesson. So I'm hearing, women have a lot of opportunity to put their pride to the side for the greater good. Yes, you are strong. Yes, you are powerful. And I'm talking to women right now. Womb holders, menstrual cycle, menopause, having to deal with bodies. This one's for you. All right, we have 18 Jumbie masks. I like the art in this deck because, you know, it speaks. It speaks for sure. That's number 9. So we got 3 nines here. That's most definitely an ending. After 999, you got 1,000. So, number 3, Sawachi, grounding. Number 3. Okay, never seen this one before. Number 41, Inokazakan. Inko Sanzana, celestial alignment. Celestial alignment. 41, that's a 5. I'm hearing change. I'm hearing um, chakra alignment for sure with the rainbow colors. And then we have Queen Mother Nanny Liberation, number 3710. Queen Mother Nanny Liberation. Hold on. Grab this book real quick. Get some insight from the book here. Jumbie, Shadow of Mask, Caribbean. The temple is shadows, the element is air. Jumbies are the scary, shadowy, otherworldly spirits and monsters of the Caribbean. Jumbie's shadow guidance. Where is the lie? Get quiet to get clear. Put your hand on your heart. Now, are you confused or are you afraid? Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. The embodiment message. Show your true face. Wearing a mask blocks your vulnerability and blessings. If you are wearing a mask, dare to reveal yourself. You are lying to others and to yourself. Wearing a mask is exhausting. Be you. If someone else is wearing a mask with you, you deserve clarity. Your relationship and connection is built on lies. Their mask is a projection of your own. Goddess declaration. I am willing to remove the mask. I think that's quite powerful being here with projections. You know, um, what I'm getting here with this message specifically is, you know, the representative. I've talked about that a lot in the past. The representative is a lot of times what people show the world who anyone who has any type of ambition, goals, um, aspirations, or whatever to do and achieve things in life. A lot of times, they're more than likely going to have that representative, that person that they show to the world, that could be a part of who they are, more or less their ego. Um, but that's their I'm gonna give you a piece of me, show you a piece of me to fit into whatever it is that is going on. But the thing is, the message here is that's a mask. That's not the truth of who you are. And I think with over the last couple of years, I've heard a lot of conversation around um, what's that terminology? Um, I can't think of it right now. I was quite surprised at how many people I heard speaking on it and their perspectives. But it was something to like, damn, I'm mad I can't think of it. I hope it comes back to me before the end of this reading. Moving on. The mask have to come off if you're looking for a true, loving, healthy, harmonious commitment. So for the ladies, the women who, go to sleep in their wigs and lashes and makeup, it's a real thing, I know. And because that's how, you got him, you met him, and he has not yet seen, the true bare you. He doesn't love you. He doesn't know you. He loves what he sees. He likes and is attracted to what he sees in many cases. So the one thing that I like that I saw going on in the Nation of Islam when it came to unions and men and women coming together. I think I actually seen this at New Birth as well. Dr. Jamal Bryant did a lecture on this about um, authenticity. With women showing up one way, to get a man, but then, and that's not just women, men do it too, it just looks different. But it has been easier for women to do it with all the accessories and me being in the beauty industry, knowing about those, wigs, makeup, you know, girdles and wonder bras and, undergarments that work magic and all that. Yes, it's all real. So I knew exactly what he was talking about, how um in order to really know a person and connect with someone, you have to see them through all the different seasons to see how they manage, during holidays and, you know, um, different tragic past events that may have happened in their life, to see how they cope with them around the anniversaries. Like, it was real deep. And that's what I'm getting here with this message. You know, you have to really study yourself first to know what it is that you respect and appreciate and admire and love about yourself. And then, you know, being open and receptive to allowing that person to come to you if you are a woman. That's a real thing. You don't want to chase them. And I ain't gonna front like I don't know what that looks like. Okay. So, with that, allow. And then for the man to feel confident and secure and ready, because that's a real thing, enough to progress, to move forward, to take action, to pursue. That's the type of higher love connection or commitment that, you know, we're here to teach about. Because that doesn't come with divorce. Okay. That doesn't come with, we need a prenup. Okay. That comes, work is already been, this is me. I love you the same way I love me. Energy here. Okay. Grown people business is what I call it. Sawache, goddess of grounding. Koho, Kokon, South Africa. The temple is the ancestors and the element is bush. You may know great ancestress Sawachi as Sartaji or Sarah Bartman, the woman forced to perform as the Hottentot Venus in the 19th century London. But before that, she was Sawachi, a Kohikan girl in South Africa who deserved better. Sawachi's guidance: protect your magic. Your heart is your own. Your body is your own. Your mind is yours. Your truth and story are your own. Be rooted in your truth. Create healthy boundaries. The embodiment message: your energy is unsteady. Breathe. Come into the present. Say out loud, I am here. Trauma, stress, overwhelm, anxiety, and fear disconnect from you. Excuse me. Disconnect you from your body. Grounding keeps you present. When you feel rootless or unsettled, come back to your breath. Meditation and breath work are grounding. Try earthing, connecting your feet to soil, free writing, clapping, stomping, and rubbing your hands together are all grounding. The goddess declaration: I am firmly planted and deeply rooted. Something that could support in that, yesterday I was inspired to do a recording of an alignment session, with it being the Virgo full moon yesterday, or within the last 24, 48 hours. And I got away from that a little bit as far as sharing them publicly, or on my network, but I've been still doing it, behind the scenes, as far as just training and aligning with the natural flow of the energy that I'm picking up from the moon cycle, and being programmed with the wisdom, being receptive to it. And that's grounding to me, So being outside, rooted in the ground and the earth, fresh air, sun, wind, experiencing all the elements, near water when I can be and need to be, to recharge and replenish. For women, you know, learning the importance of doing that is connecting with and staying in alignment with nature, which is very rewarding to your mental health, your emotional health and well being, your spiritual wealth as well, because you feel the connection, you know, of everything, the elements, of the divine that resides within you, that becomes more clear to you. And, you just have a desire to stay connected with that, and doing the necessary work to do that will just be natural. So, taking time out to be still and stretch, or, do light exercises, go walking, do yoga, Pilates, fitness training, riding a boat, riding a bicycle, skating, swimming, whatever resonates with you, weight training, something along those lines is going to help you with this energy for sure, which is essential for your core, your gut, your intuition, you know, um, your confidence, your ability to manifest. And like I said, first and foremost, your mental health, which is what a mentally elevated morning experiences is for, transforming and supporting a transformed, mental state of being is a real thing. All right. And last but not least, we have 41. Inokosana Saza Inkosazana. I was like, let me just slow down and read it right. The goddess of celestial alignment. Zulu, South Africa. Temple high priestesses, element water. And we did have the high priestess come out in our OG's United Energy forecast on Sunday. So we have the high priestess here 3 times. Inkosazana is the healer of healers and the teacher of teachers, whose love for humanity makes the corn grow. She dwells in a foamy waters, but is known as the heavenly princess. As above, so below is celestial alignment. I'm going to read that again because that most definitely came to me while I was driving yesterday. As above, so below is celestial alignment. In Kosanza's guidance, your natural path is to be in alignment with your own divinity. No one can take from you what they didn't give you. The embodiment message. How do you want to feel? You think often about what you want, but goddess energy speaks to us in feelings. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred. Everything that you desire is in that frequency. Match it with your feelings. That is the energy of God, goddess. Let me read that alignment embodiment message one more time for the ones in the back that ain't get it at 44 on the timer. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred. Everything that you desire is in that frequency. Match it with your feelings. That is the energy of God, goddess. The goddess declaration. I am always being guided in the right direction. The most powerful thing about this, first of all, we have receptivity to Queen of Cups. That's most definitely high vibrational Queen of Cups energy, water energy, which is all about feelings. And Pisces season, we're committed to making sure we are grounded and stable in our feelings so that we are responding in a healthy manner to situations, people, and experiences that, you know, come to us with their issues, their challenges, their obstacles, being able to heal them through mind power is a real thing. Using psychology, using, you know, using your words to nurture. I had to process that one because that's for me too. That's for me too. Because I definitely have challenges and moments in real life, you know, in the workforce, especially where I deal with, you know, this type of energy, this exhausted, battered, you know, depressed, burnt out, unhappy energy, you know, not all the time from everyone, but, you know, there's always at least one in each group. So learning to be mindful of my words has been a definite challenge here because I recognize that, you know, this energy has had traumatic experiences, you know, may have mother wounding issues of some sort, probably daddy issues too. And does not know how to manage that respectfully and responsibly. So they dish out, you know, toxicity, their frustrations. But as long as you're in those environments and you come across those type of energies, you want to be strategic, you want to be mindful, you want to be considerate of your present and your future in your decision to communicate and express yourself to that type of energy or not. Because this type of energy knows when something is worth it or not to respond to situations and people who want to bring out the worst in you. That mirror is a real thing. That mirror is a real thing. So, with this Jesus energy that we started off talking about with the good brother Mike Rashid, starting out with that this morning and ending with this message, that's, you know, masculine and feminine energy transforming and healing, evolving and growing, and experiencing, you know, liberation through letting go and releasing people, places, things, opportunities, and situations that were out of alignment with the truth of who they are. Okay? So that is our Faith and Flow Mentally Elevated Morning Experience, episode 47. If you received any type of value, please like, share, subscribe, or hit the love button if you have that option. Um, Support this platform, the growth, and, you know, maturation of what we're doing here, the evolution of what we're doing here by becoming a Black Card supporter, either on Patreon at OGs United, previously known as OGs United. We're now Pretty Profitable Grooming. Remember, we said that is the more sexier, more appealing, less need to block and censor name that we have embraced. So with that, yeah, you can become a Black Heart supporter there. Follow us on Instagram at Mentally Elevated, where we also archive these mentally elevated morning experiences, and you can have access to it in a seamless, you know, collection. Only available to our Black Card supporters at at empressblack.com. the Empress Black Network. I'm trying to think, is that it? Is that all? Is that everything? Yes. I'm still kind of like channeling energy here, so pardon me. But yeah, we also have our rescheduled live coils locks and starter locks um broadcast today, this afternoon. Some changes that we're gonna have a client of mine. She's a newer client within the last year or so. I met her at the barber shop. We did like lock extensions. I believe was her first appointment. I've done one of her older son's hair. It's like a teenager in a natural style. And her hair, we actually started her locks here a few months ago. So I felt as though she would be a great candidate for us to have some discussion, some conversation about the beginning of the journey. Um, and this is available to our supporters only. So we'll have some, private, discussions and, talk about just experiences with being a Black woman, a mother, and what she's learned in her journey with hair and managing her hair and the connection between your hair and confidence and health and so forth. So we're going with the flow, keeping it organic and authentic and, just sharing whatever we're inspired to share here today, um, to liberate and to heal and to grow, you know, as women. Okay? All right. Thank you for this transformational Tuesday. Make it a great one, make it a productive one. Be positive in your actions, be progressive, be and be beautiful, phenomenal, all that. Peace and love.